Hello everyone, it's Nootan Deep and welcome back to my channel. So today I thought let's talk to you through to this camera. And the thing is, you know what, I just relieved from all of my work right now. I have relieved from all those household work, and right now feeling so much exhausted, little bit fatigue, as well as some pain in my whole body. And despite of all these negativity, I am here talking to you in front of the camera, and not that much, but yes, dressed up nicely and talking to you. And you won't believe me, right now it's 10:45 p.m. and I think half an hour ago I have just relieved from having washed all the dirty clothes. And you must be thinking that maybe it's too much late in the night, but yes, that's true. The thing is, uh, in the morning, since morning I have been thinking of washing all the dirty clothes, but I hadn't that much spare time for myself doing all these things, because as I mentioned you in my previous video that I had to go to attend PTM of my kids, and today I went there, and that was another work. And apart from this, going to the school, I had a lot of work of my doing household work at home. So there are so much work, and in a daily routine I have to do a lot of work, household work, and I had numerous work to do. And despite of all these work, so load I was feeling, after having all these things, I went to the school and with my kid and attended the PTM. There over there I talked with the teachers, but I'm not making excuses right now. But yes, I talked some sentences in English, and why I did so, because of knowing that most of the teachers were not talking in English, they were talking in Hindi, and that's why I felt like why I'm behaving like this, talking in English and proving myself and trying to showing up. So I didn't want to do so. Uh, right now, I'm not making excuse, but this is the fact which I'm sharing to you. There, I talked with the teachers, but not in English. The whole conversation was mixed up language. Like some sentences I used in my mother tongue, which is Hindi, and also some sentences I used in English. So I would not say I talked with the teachers in English, because three or four sentences doesn't matter. Having talked with someone and you are using only three in sentence. For me, I'm telling you about myself. But it is important if you take a, you know if you take an initiative and talk with the person, and you use some of sentences in English, that matters. uh, Actually it matters. But yes, I had thought that uh, when I got the chance to go to attend the PTM of my kids, I would talk in English, and I would have definitely talked in English if the teachers had talked me in English, asked something in English to me, then definitely I would have talked with them and responded them in English. But it wouldn't happen there. So I shared all the things and talked all the things to the teachers in both of the languages. And then I came back to my home. Uh, I did some of my household work, and I did not take rest today. And most of the time, I do not get time for having some, you know some leisure time, some spare time for myself to take rest. So I couldn't do that, and as the evening fell, I thought let's wash all the dirty clothes, and I did it. I started washing the dirty clothes in the washing machine. Then I came to know that the current has gone and it's a power cut, and I have to wait for the power restoration. And then I realized that I should go for uh, preparing the dinner. So as I earlier mentioned you in my previous video that on a daily basis I make the hodgepodge. Hodgepodge is made of some rices with the pulses and a pinch of turmeric powder, and also a pinch of salt with the pinch of garam masala or mixed spices. I on a daily basis I make this for my father-in-law. And apart from this, I also make some vegetables or pulses on a daily basis. So I thought let's prepare all these things. And you know what, I had to wait for 3 hours to of coming back of the power restoration. I think 9:15 the power uh, restored, and then I started over washing my all the dirty clothes, and as well as on the other hand I was making the chapatis for my kids. And I think it's been 10 o'clock when I got relieved from having washed all the clothes and getting done all my household work, and then I felt like I am having some spare time for myself. I thought let's dress up and talk to you in front of the camera, and why I'm waiting for something, another special moment to talk to you. And I started making this video for you and putting my thoughts and ways of doing things and explaining the things in English to you. Okay, so what can what can I tell you? Having talked all the things about myself, about my routine, what more I can tell you in the terms of explaining all the things in English and putting my routine, what what I did and what I have done today. So I explained all the things to you. That's how we can talk to ourselves. Okay, when we do self talk or when we do speaking practicing, we always have an excuse that we don't find the content, and when it comes to talk in English we lack the exact topic, or uh, what should be the exact topic on which we can ponder on, and then we talk about that. And sometimes we just keep on thinking and contemplating in our mind a lot of things in our mother tongue. We always do so, but when it comes to talk in English or doing speaking practicing, we feel like we cannot do so, and we don't have the content, and we feel like going blank, and sometimes we feel like it's not my cup of tea, and just leave this idea of doing so, and let's move further, and let's leave this topic, this idea here right now. You don't have clue how to do so, like how to do speaking practicing, then I would say that adapt this idea of doing so. Adapt this idea to explaining the things you have done or you did on a daily basis. You can do so, and then talk to yourself, and definitely you have to get yourself recorded, and maybe you have the partner to talk with in English, then that's great and you can explore there. while talking a lot of things in English, and you can excel your English over there talking with the person if you have a partner to talk with in English. And if it is not like this, then I would say you need to adapt all the ideas which I have explained in this video, like talking about your daily routine, whatever you did throughout the day, whatever you have done throughout the day, you have to talk in English. And this excuse will not run here that you are not finding the content, why you are getting stuck when it comes to talk or doing speaking practicing, you feel like lacking the content. It is happening because of your shortcomings. The drawback is that you are not putting efforts into it, you are not taking it seriously. Maybe my words seems to be up, you know, a little bit harsh to you, but this is the fact. You have to agree with me that if you are a English learner, you will have to agree with me that you have to put efforts into it, thinking a lot of things in your mind, and making the ideas in your mind. You are doing a lot of things, you are dreaming, literally you are dreaming of doing so, but you are not implementing that. You are feeling like, yes, one day I would definitely going to start this, like implementing this, like talking in English. When it comes to talk, when the moment comes, I will definitely talk and ask questions in English. But what about the practicing, the speaking practicing? Speaking practicing has an effective impression, I would say, that when you are keeping on doing such speaking practicing, okay, when we take care of our mistakes and we worry prior to implementing the things, we worry so much, we feel like so much worried, and we do not go ahead because we are holding back of that moment. That's the same point. You are just trying to get away from the whole concept, which is talking in English and having a good command over this English language. It all depends on you, how seriously you are taking it and how seriously you are putting in your efforts, like doing speaking practicing, reading a lot of things out loud. That will get you results, and it depends on you. I would definitely going to reiterate this thing, and maybe it sounds to be monotonous, tedious, but this is the fact. And I think each and every video of mine, I have been saying and reiterating this fact that you will have to do a lot of practicing to have a command over English language, and this will definitely get you results, and you have to do it on a daily basis. Don't forget to do your daily speaking practicing. Okay, this will somewhere going to make you so much confident to face or confront this camera, your phone's camera. I have been having fear confronting this camera so much, I would say, but right now I am so much confident, so normal. My appearance is so normal, talking in front of the camera, talking to you. And how did that happen? Because I am doing this on a daily basis, I am consistent. Till now, I am consistent, but this is the reality, the fact that I had mentioned you that I took a straight 1 year gap, and I I was having the feeling of refraining doing such things like making videos and talking in front of the camera. So I took a long gap, and that duration of gap I didn't talk with anyone in English, and that left an impression on me. Just I just want to tell you the main thing, which is you have to always make the maximum time to speak out the things in English that will definitely going to make you confident, and also it will also make your mouth to talk in English, because sometimes it happens when we try to use a concrete word, a fancy word, while talking to someone in English. Sometimes we get slipped of tongue, and it happens because of not using and pronouncing the word earlier. So I would say, and I would recommend you that you need to do reading practicing also. Reading is important. And whenever you read something, read it out loud. So this is all for today, and I hope you like this video. Thank you.